What's up, everybody? It's your girl Richay here, back again with another video, and welcome back to my car, most and foremost, because you know we love shooting videos here. Yay. So today's video, we're actually going to build a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader costume from scratch, and that's going to be pretty interesting. I myself am not a Cowboys fan, although I live in Texas. I love everything Texan, but I just don't go around screaming Cowboys at the top of my lung or anything like that. But then again, I'm also not a sports person, so I guess that also helps. But basically, I built this costume in 3 days. A total of 3 days, guys. 3 days. And I can't even complain. Honestly, I felt like I wanted to cry halfway through the process or like tear my hair out. But actually, I was really proud of the product, and I hope that you guys are proud to see it too. Like, I did that. I put my heart and soul into this, and she loved it. So without further ado, here it is. We're gonna get right into the video. For those of you who are wondering, this is the pattern I used for the vest. It's Simplicity 8528, and all I did was use the front and back for the jacket. This extra color up here is a separate piece, so I didn't have to use it. But yes, I used this in the smallest size, which was her size, 34. And for the sleeves, I used these sleeves. And this pattern is McCall's M7978. So I took the pattern and I put it down, and I'm about to cut it out. This is the sleeve. That right there is going to be the cuff, so it's going to have to be cut from right here. So let's get this cut out, and then we'll put it together and we'll make the second sleeve. Flip it and sew down one side, 5/8 that side right there, and then you're going to make a gathering stitch. Alright, so I already made my 2 lines and I started gathering. I just tied off these 2 ends, and I chose the top 2 on this side, and I just started pulling, and it's slowly giving me a gather. Alright, so I took off the back pattern piece, and since I cut it right sides facing, all I have to do is sew up the center back seam with 5/8, and then I'm gonna move on to the front, take this off, and then sew the shoulders together, and then the sides together with the back. Alright, so here's my back, and now I'm going to take one of the front pieces and put the shoulders together. Make sure right side is facing, and just sew the shoulders together at 5/8. So now that the shoulders are done, we're gonna go ahead and match the side seams together right underneath the armpit. So I just realized that I didn't record this, but basically we did the fitting. It fit perfectly fine, and now I just took in the sides about 2 inches, and then I serged it and I folded it in and I sewed it. So now you have this clean edge. I also serged all around the armholes. I serged all of the seams and evened out the bottom. Did this side, and now I'm going through on the collar and pinning it down all around the collar, and then after that I'm gonna pin the armholes, so I will have the entire vest hemmed. Alright, so this is where I stopped tonight, guys. Everything's hemmed except for the bottom, and of course there's the sleeves. And then I'm gonna add furnish tomorrow and trims, finish the shirt, and make the stars. Here's 13 inches down. We're gonna go ahead and fold it up, but of course we're going to mark it, fold it on that point,
and then make ourselves a little tie to attach to it, this pattern. Okay, so here's both patterns folded. Here's the 13 mark, but I did add seam allowance to both. This is the front of the pattern. So we're going to take it and put it on this piece of paper. And we're actually going to tape from like here down, and then create the little tie. So this is what the shape I added looked like, just because the ends need to have a little pointy thingy, so she could tie it. And I just wanted to blend it into this seam. And remember that this part of the shirt is a collar, so it's going to be folded over anyways. Well, here's the front pattern, and I also went ahead and cut out a facing, which is basically like this half of the shirt, because that's how we're gonna finish the edges. So yeah, now we gotta cut everything out. So here's the back piece, here are the two front pieces, and here are the facings. This is going to be right sides together on the facings. We're going to sew here, 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 and here on both of these pieces. Then we're going to flip it inside out. Alright, so I kind of pressed it, but not really, but basically I just turned it inside out. So that way it's right sides together. And we're going to match up the sides and the tops. So with this top, we're gonna go ahead and pin it down, and just like that, all the way to this mark right here, because you did fold it over. And remember, these have to be folded over. So alright, so I hand sewed on the embellishments. I have to put on the stars. I basically cut the stars out of fabric, frayed check them, and I'm gonna zigzag around and then add the rhinestones. But yeah, that's what I got.
Welcome back, guys. Doesn't it look so good? Like, I am beyond proud of this costume. It was absolutely amazing. It took forever, as y'all saw. I wanted to tear my hair out, but honestly, like, it was probably the most relaxing, stressful time I've ever had, because I put aside an entire weekend for this, and I didn't do anything. I didn't go anywhere, and I wasn't interested in seeing anyone. And I've never done that before, so that was a pretty big, like, cut off of the world. And yeah, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on all of my social medias. They're at Okayrichay, including TikTok. Y'all follow me on TikTok, because I think I've been obsessed with that app. But see you next time. Bye.